Dear students, today we'll discuss about the another unit that is called production systems in the operation management. So myself, Dr. Raghavendra, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Science and Technology, Bangalore. Let us see the deal with the production system. So last class we have learned about organization, order the production, and goods sector and service sector, all these things. Now we look at about the types of production system. How many types of production systems are there? How between categories? So broadly, we can see the two classification. One is intermittent production system. Other is the continuous production system. Once again, the another intermittent production system has been divided have been into three categories. One is project production, jobbing production, batch production flows. Okay. In the continuous, it is even divided into mass and process production flows. Let us see one by one. What is that exactly meaning of intermittent production system? Intermittent means something that starts and stops. Well, means it's an irregular interval of time. Means whenever some process starts, some machining operation will start. It will start and will stop again. Once again, it will start. Means there will be an irregular pattern in the production area. This kind of system, production system, is called intermittent production system. So continuous production system is a different. Means once the production starts till the end of the product, there will be no stop. There will be no stoppage. There will be no extra time, or it will be taken by the system, process system. So everything is it go in a line. In line, it will be flowing. The process will flow, and finally, the output, whatever the output, desired output as per the planning and scheduling, it will get. Means there will be no disturbance in the continuous, whereas in intermittent there will be disturbances. So what is it? Can we look at into details? Customers orders, customer specification. So this is one of the important. Based on the customer's order and customer specification, customer needs, the production is going to start. Goods, example, goldsmith, tailor. So you can give it a very good example. If you go to the goldsmith, you customer is going to give a order for making some kind of chain or ring or whatever it is, some ornament, some jewelry ornament. So you will do that. Once again, after sometimes the customer will go to the shop near to the goldsmith and again he verify. Again he will make some changes. Then again he will go to Smith going to take the order. Once again he do some modification. Like this, there will be some kind of disturbances. Means it will not get processed, it will not get finished in a single order or in a single time. Example, one more example you can take it as a tailor. Once you go to the tailor, you can go give the dimensions, what are the measurements things which you want to stitch it from the tailor. Then you will stitch. If there is any problem with the stitched cloth, then again you will go back to the tailor and you will ask him for some modification. So all these are example for intermittent production system. Means you go and give the cloth and he will get it done. So you won't these are some of the examples for intermittent production system. Goods are produced based on the customer's order, hence no need for stocking. See, example, very good example. Tailor is a very good example. See, you are going to buy the cloth from somewhere, and you take the cloth to the tailor, and you are going to give the order. You are going to give the raw material for him. Okay, goods are produced on a small scale. Of course, when you go to the tailor, you take 3 to 4 you can order for you can give the measurement for two to three shirts or pants. Something. It should be very small, limited scale. The flow of production is intermittent. Of course, as I told, the design of products goes on changing. This system is very flexible. This system is very flexible. Means whenever you want some modification, once again you will get it done. Once someone if you want to do any some kind of alteration in the cloth, you will get it done. This kind of systems are called intermittent systems. Production system. Futures of intermittent production. Let us see what are the futures. Flow of production is not continuous, as I told, because it is stop, again it is start, stop, start, all these things takes place. Variety of the products are produced, means based on the order. I think you might have seen that if you give order for a any customized orders. All these things comes under the intermittent production system. Because if you go and say, if you construct a house, if you give some construction in charge to the some uh, labor or some people who are going to take contractors. Okay, you'll go visit the site and you'll be checking whatever the construction part is coming as per the design or not. You'll be verifying. Once again, you will direct him with the constructor to make some modification in some. It may be the platform or windows or doors or whatever it is. Okay, all these are variety of products. Means these are the very good example. Tyler, housing, constructions, all these things are the intermittent production. Volume of production is very small, of course. General purpose machines are used. Sequence of operation changes as per design. Production depends upon the customer orders. As I told, it all depends upon the customer's order, customers' wish, customers' need, requirement. So types of intermittent production. Intermittent production, as I told, there are three types. One is project based, another is jobbing based, other is the batch production. So what is a project? Project means single and complex order. Single and complex order. The project production flows, company accept the single and complex order on a contract. Something like you can take it as an example as you can take airport, dams, roads, buildings. All these are a very single point. It's a single, say a dam is a single unit, I mean single part of construction part, but still it takes a long time. It takes a very long time. The order must be completed within a given period of time and an estimated cost. Example, all these things, dams, airports, roads, all these things. These are all the example of project based. This is the project. Okay, this is the example for project based production flows. Next, characteristics of production flows. What is the characteristics? The requirement resource varies with the production phase. Of course, the construction of airport is different, construction of dam is different, roads are different, buildings are different. Depending upon the resources, it will vary. Many agencies are involved. Of course, if you want to construct a airport, you require three to four agencies will come into picture. One is for land, one is for construction, other is for quality, another is for from regulation or policy from the government people, airport authority, all these comes are involved. Okay, generally delay takes place in the completion of course, whenever any big project or whenever you take any big project as an example, they will not finish. It will not get completed as in a estimated time. There will be delay in the process. As routing and scheduling changes, inspection is required. Of course, since it is a huge, single and complex one, quality is inspection is also required for this. Next, jobbing production flow. Jobbing production flow examples are repair shop, tailoring shop, special shop. All these in jobbing production, one or few units of products are specification given by the customer. The product is produced within a given period of at a fixed cost. Means if you go to the shop, tailor shop, and if you take your bike to the repair garage and tell that you want some modification in the bike, it may be the wheel or it may be some seat or it may whatever the design. If you go to the tailor, you do it same thing. Special purpose machines also example for this. Means it will be very few. The number of bike you take to the repair shop is only one. Number of shirts or pant you take it to the tailor is very few, very little number. But these are the few, but still they're going to give it in a fixed time because this person will get it done. The work will be done in a short time. That's what the meaning of this. Jobbing production flows. Next, characteristics. Jobbing production takes place in a small lots. As I told, the manufacturer, as per the customer specification, they require high skilled labor because you are going to do some modification. Then this, definitely the people who are going to work it on this, they should be very high skilled. Otherwise, they cannot able to identify your problem. They cannot able to understand the need of the customer. There is a disproportionate manufacturing cycle time. Of course, based on your order, based on your once again whatever the modifications you are going to give them, that depends upon the time. Next, another process is called batch production flow. Example is drugs and pharma companies, pharmaceuticals and medium and heavy machineries. These are the specific orders and demand forecast. Production is in the lots or batches. Suppose a very good example is the corona. when using this corona, many companies, the pharma companies, they are manufacturing, they are in the research, they are producing the drugs. I mean the vaccine for the corona, but still they want to produce. They cannot produce in a single or 10 or 20 pieces or 30,000 pieces. They have to produce in a batch. Means lakhs together, crores together. They want to produce. So, because these vaccines are required for each and everyone. Here, the production of item takes place in lots of batches as per the demand forecast. The product is divided into different jobs. All jobs of one batch production must be completed before starting the next batch of production. Of course, if the pharma company starts for corona, if they start doing corona vaccine, they should do in a stipulated time, means in a 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever it is, they fix it, they should produce. Because after corona, they should start with some other vaccine. They should manufacture some other rabies vaccination, some other flu vaccination, some kind of vaccination. So these are all the batch production. These are the batch production examples. So characteristics, products are made up of stock until demand arises. Of course, today we have a demand for corona vaccine. So we have a demand for the vaccine. General purpose machines and equipments are installed based on the requirement. If there is any requirement, suppose because nowadays if you go to any offices or any public places you see sanitizing unit, thermal scanning, all this. So these are some required because this is demanded now. So there is a possibility of large work in progress. Sometimes it may take long time also. It needs detailed production planning and control. All these are important things. Next part, another part after intermittent, there is one more part B, that is continuous production system. What is the continuous? It's a demand forecast. Production is on large scale. It may be a food industry or fuel industry, whatever it is. These companies, these industries will not stop working. This will be working 24 bar 7 sometimes, because otherwise if these companies stop manufacturing, it will affect the market. Suppose if the fuel is stopped for 3 to 4 days, fuel supply or fuel, uh, the petrol pumps, all these things, selling of petrol, so diesel or whatever things, fuel, it will affect the market very seriously. You all know that continuous means something that operates constantly without any irregularities or frequent hours. This what means this production, especially food industry, because many people dependent on this food products, fuel, all these things are. This should be in a large scale. Should be continuous. This is the meaning of this. Continuous means this should be supplied continuous. This product should be coming to the market continuously. This product is manufactured and it will reach the market. From the market, customer will come and they will going to consume that. So what are the features in the continuous? The flow of production is continuous, of course. Product are standardized, of course. When you want to sell some food item, rice, sugar, whatever the items, okay, all things are standardized as per the quality check and norms. Products are produced with the anticipation of demand, of course. Suppose if there is any Deepavali festival, definitely the sweet makers, sweet manufacturers or sweet shops, they are going to produce more sweet because they know that there's a demand for sweet during the Deepavali time or any festival season. Standardized out routing sheets and schedules are prepared based on the demand. This standardized routing sheet, how to schedule, how to plan, whether we have to work it for 20 in a second batch or third batch, something shift level, all this will be planned. So types of continuous production system, as I told, there are two types. One is mass and another is a process. What is that mass? Large scale, single operation, series of operation, toothpaste, soaps, combs, pens. These are all the mass productions. Here, company produces different types of products on the large scale, stock them in a warehouse until they demand in the market. Of course, these are not regularly purchased from the customer. Means every day they will not purchase, but still it will be produced in the mass level, mass production, means in a non-large number, and it will be stored in the warehouse, because definitely once you buy the toothpaste for your house, it may take for 2 months or 2.5 months or 3 months to complete to what do you call to utilize completely the toothpaste. Okay, once again after 2 months only you are going to purchase the once again the new one. Still by that time what happens, these people will not stop, so that They will be continuously producing and they will be storing in the warehouse, and it will be shipped to the nearest shops. This is called mass production flow. Not like a food industry, but still this is very much required. Even pen, combs, soaps, all these things. Okay, these are all very much required. Next, characteristics, it should be continuous flow production, limited work in progress, supervision is easy, material handled is mostly by the machine, flow of material is continuous with little or no queuing. Means they will be keep on producing in a limited way and they will store it. Whenever there's a demand, they will supply. This is called mass production. Next, process, last one, process production. Here the product is single, only one product will be there. No flexibility in the plant. Example, if you go to cement industry, they will produce only the cement. They will not produce any other kind of material there. Means paper industry only paper, sugar industry only sugar, steel industry only steel. Means the product is single. But whenever there is a demand, it will be even similar to that mass production. Here also, product is here the product is single, not like other process. But flexibility of this plant is almost zero because you cannot change. If you start manufacturing the cement of 50 kg bag or 25 kg bag, you cannot change that. You cannot change that. If you want to make some modification of the system, you cannot be able to make that. Means almost all everything is machineries. The setup has been fixed. That's the meaning of this. Flexibility is zero. That's the meaning of this. So characteristics, highly mechanized system, low skilled labor because everything is mechanized and labors you require you do not require any high skilled labor because everything will be taken care by the machineries. Very less in progress. Production planning, scheduling can be pre-decided. Of course, if you want to as per the detail and scheduling, it is keeps on going. Full production system is designed to produce only one item. As I told, it is meant for only one single item. So let us see the definition of productivity now. What is productivity? Why it is important? What the organization can do improve the productivity? Productivity, one of the primary responsibility of a manager is to achieve the productive use of organization resources, a term used to describe this productivity. Of course, whenever there is a resources, whenever there is a company, all the resources should be effectively managed, should be effectively should be effectively managed. Then only you can get the output properly. If you're not utilizing the skilled labor, machinery, tools, whatever the things, resources available in the market, in the organization, then you cannot achieve the target. Then you're not if you fulfill the demands of the customers. So productivity is an index that measures the output. It may be goods or service, whatever the sector, relative to the input. It may be material, energy, or resources, or whatever it is. So productivity is nothing but output by input. So productivity ratio can be computed for a single operation, a department, an organization, anything, any organization you take it, you can you can calculate the ratio. Productivity growth is the increase in the productivity from one period to the next relative to the productivity in the preceding means one time to other time. Current month productivity, current month what is the output, last month out what is the output, what is the growth, find the percentage. That is called productive growth. Example, if the productivity increases from 80 to 84, the growth rate would be 84 minus 80 divided by original, that is 80. If you take it in a percentage, it's a 5% growth in a month. That's the meaning of that. Similarly, productivity can be measured single input, more than one input for all inputs. Sometimes they will take consider only one element. Sometimes they will take consider only labor. Sometimes they will take labor and machine. Sometimes they will take all the inputs which is in the organization. So there are 3 to 4 ways of finding the productivity: labor productivity, machine productivity, capital productivity, energy productivity. Like this, energy means kilowatt hour. What is the energy it is consuming? Capital means what is the amount it is consuming. What is the machineries, machine output, machine hours, labor output per labor hour, all these things. Like this, we can calculate the productivity for any it may be labor, capital, or what machineries, whatever, etc. Okay, these are some of the examples. Okay, productivity. So of the numericals, how to produce. These are very simple things. So what is the multiple factor productivity? Means you will take output divided by labor plus material plus overhead. So altogether they'll consider. Sometimes in the organization they will take only labor part. Sometimes in the organization they will take only the machinery part. Sometimes they will take the only energy part. Sometimes they will take the only the capital investment part. Based on that, you can calculate the productivity. Factors affecting the productivity: standardizing the process, skilled labor, design of workspace, reward productivity increase, layoffs, update use of technology. All these factors will improve the productivity. So today we learned about production system productivity. Next class come up with the next model. Thank you very much.